Serving southern New Mexico, this is the award-winning KRWG-TV News 22, where news matters.
The presidential campaign is in New Mexico. Former President Donald Trump spoke at the Sunport in Albuquerque.
News 22 sent a crew to cover the rally. Here's Jenny Hazlett.
It was a cold and early morning for Republican Trump supporters in New Mexico. Attendees of the presidential Trump rally in Albuquerque began lining up as early as 5 o'clock this morning at the CSI Aviation Center. Some even decided to camp out last night to be first in line, like Brandon Borman.
This is my second rally I've been to, but it's the first time I've camped out. I've been here since 6 last night.
Attendees of all ages were surrounded by merch stands and food trucks. While they waited for opening doors at 8 a.m., people passed the time by buying branded Trump hats, shirts, and even shoes. Others could even buy scarves and gloves right from their place in line. Now, one of the main talking points supporters were hoping Trump would address were those of the border and immigration.
Well, being in New Mexico, immigration shut that border down. And the people that aren't supposed to be here, get them the hell out.
Others were just excited to be in his presence.
To see him and what he's going to say about how he's going to save us.
Yeah, also to see him because we've never seen him in person before, and I just wonder how the experience is going to be.
Donald Trump first campaigned in New Mexico in 2016 and then returned in 2019. Now, this is one of his final stops in the 2024 election campaign cycle. Now, supporters are excited and eager to hear what he had to say. He was joined on stage today by Republican U.S. Senate candidate Nella Dominici and U.S. House Congressional District 2 Yvette Harrell candidate. Now, supporters are eager to see what he had to say. Let's take a look.
Hire Kamala, and we're going to save America. We will cut taxes, end inflation, slash your prices. We're going to get those prices down, raise your wages, and bring thousands of factories back to America and back to New Mexico. We're going to bring them back. We will build American, we will buy American, and we will hire American.
I'm Jenny Hazlett reporting inside the rally, sending it on over to Noah Apodaca, who takes a deeper look into Trump's campaign.
Well, hey there, Jenny. I'm actually standing outside of the CSI Aviation Complex here in South Albuquerque, where Donald Trump is actually still giving his campaign rally here in one of the final days of the 2024 campaign. Now, during this speech, the crowd within the CSI Aviation Complex was very enthusiastic, some of which who we spoke to this morning. It was some of their first times hearing the former president speak, and they wanted to do that before Election Day on Tuesday. Now, during the rally, Donald Trump continued his attacks on his Democratic opponent, Kamala Harris, saying that she's in fact, quote, worse than crooked Hillary. He also doubled down on some of his continued policies, saying that he wants to secure the southern border as one of his top priorities once he gets into his office. He also mentioned lowering costs for Americans, as well as emphasizing that he will not cut Social Security and Medicare. Now, in fact, in terms of policy, Donald Trump was saying that one of the key things of why he will win New Mexico is that because it's a border state. Given that a sizable majority of New Mexico is in fact Hispanic, he says he's done a good amount for the Hispanic community and he only wants to see them grow from that. And in terms of the election, we did actually speak to a professor at NMSU who gives us a little bit more insight on what exactly the election trends is here in New Mexico for the former president and his Democratic challenger Kamala Harris. We speak to him on what exactly that is. Take a look.
The likelihood of New Mexico going red at the presidential level right now is not very high. It's sort of like a pipe dream. There's some polling sites out there that have it as lean Democrat, but in 2020, Biden carried the state by 10 percentage points. And we haven't had a really significant challenge at the statewide level from a Republican in quite some time.
Now, some of Donald Trump's rally attendees do not agree with Dr. Gomez's statement.
We need to stay red, and don't go back.
Now, to close off his rally, the former president did emphasize and ask people just to get out there and vote. But for now, reporting live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, I'm Noah Apodaca with News 22.
Serving southern New Mexico, this is the award-winning KRWG-TV News 22, where news matters.